What's going on YouTube? Matt reacts again for the fifth episode of House of the Dragon, titled "We Light the Way." This is going to be the shortest video I have so far because it's been a bit hectic to be able to record the video, but I still got it out. My instant reaction after I watched the episode. I watched the episode a bit later, so obviously delayed video again. I apologize. I'm gonna try and do it on the day that the episode comes out, but it's just hard since we get it in the UK a day later. So just to say, we don't talk about any House of the Dragon book spoilers. So any spoilers from the books that are about future scenes, um, don't speak about that in these videos. So you're safe from them spoilers. We only talk about anything up to the episode we've currently seen, which is obviously episode 5 of House of the Dragon, and we speak about everything in Game of Thrones. So if a Game of Thrones topic comes up, we talk about that. So if you don't want any Game of Thrones spoilers, then this is not the place to be either. But yeah, I'll see you at the end of the video for my full analysis, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Like literally, as soon as it finished, I actually can't. I just don't know what the fuck's happened. Honestly, I've actually been left like I'm just confused.
Yeah,
Because she looked sad. Rhaenyra just looked sad there. You know when she was about to get married to him?
yeah, I think that guy
She
looked
looked
pretty sad.
sad, and I thought she looked sad because she saw him die, or Kristen Cole, or she knew Kristen Cole was dead, so she was like, "Oh, she was just crying," and then he was also upset because his boyfriend's dead as well. Yeah, I thought they were both just sad because both their other halves have been killed, they died, so now they're actually getting married and they ain't got anyone else. Um, but then Alicent saw him at the end, so I'm a bit
Yeah,
confused. Like,
I know that guy is not dead, bro. He's gonna hook up with the queen. I can see it, bro. I can see
what,
it, man. Come on.
Kristen Cole and the Queen.
Yeah, bro. I hope they have sex, bro.
So what do you think
So,
about the episode?
uh, probably one of the best ones.
You know, there's only 5 so far, to be honest. So
It's going to see what happens. I don't think the king's dead, bro. He's not dead yet.
yeah, but he just keeps he can't stand on his feet for like
He's
10
on.
minutes before he drops. Like something's going
He's on
on
the
with him.
final stage.
Yeah, but what? No, he could eat. Like, do you know what? Yeah, every episode they've been doing time jumps. I don't know really what they're gonna do. What I don't even know if they did a time jump this episode. Really, it was kind of just like
Yeah, he's with that woman now, Damon, and he's with some different woman.
where he's not
Man,
with
man,
her.
done
He
like a
danced with
little.
her, and then he later on went to dance with
The
Rhaenyra,
first
and then
one that dies. He had a new girl.
what do you mean?
That girl that died from the horse landed on her.
Oh yeah,
Was
yeah,
a new girl.
yeah. That was his old wife, and now he's got to have a new wife. Apparently, like not
That was
have to,
his
but
first girl was the French girl.
no, but she was never his wife. She was just a whore that he like just
Uh,
like to make like do stuff with. But um, that his actual wife was that lady that died on the horse at the beginning because he's been married to her for ages, but he never like you know how he said it's like a marriage is a duty, yeah, and you don't
yeah.
like he didn't fulfill his duty with her. He didn't make a kid with her. He didn't like go to see her really. He just didn't care about her, and he killed her as well because he doesn't care. So he probably killed her because he wants to like create a new opening for himself to marry someone else, and maybe he wanted to like marry Rhaenyra, and that's why Rhaenyra was saying to make me your wife, make me like she's probably challenging him like you don't have the balls to do it, basically.
Yeah.
That was like you know the thing about the wedding because it's like a celebration. I was just nervous that someone's always gonna die at these celebrations, man.
Yeah, weddings basically turn into funerals, bro.
Like every single time, and the music was exactly the same as that Game of Thrones music in like season 5 or something with the I don't know what the episode's called, but it's the one where they were getting married in they weren't getting married. It's something about you know the religion thing that was going on when they were all looking up to the like that guy that was like a tramp. He basically became the leader of the city. Do you remember that old man
Yeah.
with the bald head? And then at that time they all met up in like that in like this cathedral, and then she blew it up. Cersei had it blown up, but that music was playing. Like I've heard that Game of Thrones music before. I knew that ending. That's why I was a bit nervous. I thought it was just death, death, death. People always die with that song on, man. So, but yeah, so far, I don't know what I think's gonna happen in the next episode, but I just like how they left it. So there's a lot of questions. You don't know. Viserys just dropped right at the end. You don't know if he could die. He's probably dead. Like he's actually gonna die, mate. He's finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but at least them lot, Rhaenyra and Sir Laenor, if that's his name, Laenor, they're getting married now. So like if he dies, she's gonna have to be the successor. Like, but if everyone's gonna take that like well, we don't know. But yeah,
His face was disgusting, bro.
yeah, that guy. Oh my god. He literally beat him like a flipping like a pumpkin. He made his face look like a pumpkin, like a bit of tomato. Yeah, he literally just looked like a tomato, honestly. And I don't like that. That's probably so painful. Like that's such a painful way to die. Like he's just probably there bleeding out. His head is just open. He's still awake, like but dying slowly. Like, he's just dying and blood is coming out of his brain, mate. That's crazy. I got scared. I was so
Oh,
scared when Christian Cole was sticking the knife towards himself. I'm so happy that Alicent fucking found him. But I just don't know if he did it in front of her. He could have killed himself in front of her as well. He could be dead as well. Viserys and him could be dead, and we don't know. I'm scared, man. Seriously, that was like that was probably the best episode so far. Like in terms of, I actually was finally worried about characters dying. You know what I mean? Like I was finally
yeah.
scared. I had a fear, and it wasn't even characters I thought. Like I never thought Rhaenyra or Viserys were gonna die this episode, but that ending bit where he's like, it's danger, that, and then you know. So Kristen Cole, I like him a lot, man. He's an honourable
Yeah.
guy. I've always felt he's just such a noble man as well. Like Viserys, so Viserys is a good guy. Viserys is the Ned Stark, and Kristen Cole is like the Jon Snow. You know, it's just they're just forming, making me like these characters a lot, man. But yeah, what would you say? What would you say about the episode overall?
Episode. Right out of 10.
9 out of 10. I didn't mean rating. I just meant what do you think, or what were things that you liked about
Probably
the episode?
best episode.
Yeah, what makes you
What
say
left off?
this?
Just everything that went down. It's moving on now. It's getting quicker.
The stuff with Alicent as well, man. The stuff with Alicent where honestly, like I was worried. Yeah, you know when she called Kristen Cole and she was talking to him like, oh, there's a rumor going around. Um, I was nervous he was gonna bait himself out, and he did. Like I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, she's talking about Damon, and he's talking about himself, and see, she didn't tell anyone. She didn't say anything to anyone at this, as far as we've seen. She just took it, pretended like she knew that's what she was asking about the whole time, sent him away, and she didn't order for him to be murdered or anything like that. And she looked so, I don't know why she looked so angry in the feast, like in the you know, in the hall, in, like,
Mm.
in the hallway or whatever. What's it called? The big like wedding
It's the
celebration.
hall, innit?
No, but I don't know why she looked so angry. Like she walked in while Viserys was mid speech, probably pissing him off, and then she looked like she was just like serious about so serious. Like I said, she can't. I don't know. She wasn't even like when she said congratulations to Rhaenyra. She kind of just looked at her like she gave her like a stare, like, oh, I'm not happy with you. Like I'm angry. Like this is just my duty to say this to you, but I don't really care. But she just looks so angry. I don't know why. Like she knows the information. So what? Rhaenyra has slept with another man, but that doesn't mean anything.
No, it's
She's
'cause they're
probably
friends and she knows she might have to do. She might have to make a decision she won't like, bro. If Rhaenyra keeps breaking the
yeah. She
rules.
was probably thinking about killing Kristen like in front of everyone because like
Mm.
revealing the truth. Maybe I was worried that she was going to do that. I kept thinking she was going to reveal the truth that said Kristen Cole and Rhaenyra had done something, and then she was going to have him like executed in front of everyone in the wedding celebration. I was worried for that, but Jesus. So yeah, that was it was less of an analysis of like a episode, I'd say, but maybe because the person I was analyzing with, we just kind of talk a bit more like bluntly about the episode. We don't really go into depth of analyzing it, so I got to learn to do that myself instead of like having that conversation with other people. But for my full review of the episode, I haven't watched it again since it came out, but the vibe I got from the whole episode was that like there's just death is upon us basically, like from nearly every, like I don't know, I'm scared of who's gonna die now. I didn't care before, like the first few episodes. It took me a few episodes to get into the show, like to actually have an affection for the characters and be worried for their futures and stuff. So like all this storyline with Rhaenyra and Ser Laenor having like different I'd say love tastes, so they just with each other for marriage, but they have their other little uh you know like side tastes, like things that they do on the side that they don't are not for the marriage. They're not really attracted to each other. They more care for other people. So Rhaenyra has Kristen Cole and Laenor has I don't actually know the name of his male friend, uh, but he died obviously at the end of the episode, so Laenor would have been devastated. Um, but I like that kind of thing in the show because in Game of Thrones they had a lot of it where, you know, for some reason, what people do privately, their private affairs have so much impact on everyone around them. I never understand that. Like just because you know a queen or a king gets with someone else, what does that mean? Like everyone in the show naturally would have like have urges to do like to find other people, because marriage is a duty in this world. So they only get married with certain people for power of the houses, for the status, and to keep the the reign continuing. So their other little you know things that they do, it shouldn't really it shouldn't really be a big problem for everyone, even with Rhaenyra. So when Rhaenyra was with Daemon, or she likes Kristen Cole, for example, and she gets on with Kristen Cole, what like it doesn't really matter to everyone. I understand perception is what ruins people in this show. It's always been like that. Perception is what kills like reigns. When people see you in a bad light, that's the end of your reign. So as soon as Viserys loses his reputation, no one wants him as king anymore. If Rhaenyra has no reputation, she will never be able to be queen anyways. So it's interesting the way they do it, but yeah, I really liked what they did with Alicent this episode. So obviously she's got her dad Otto, who's no longer the hand of the king, and he's been advising her, you need to get Aegon on the throne because Rhaenyra will bring war if she steps on the throne. So she obviously takes that information into her head, but she doesn't really do anything with it. And she secretly finds out that Kristen Cole was the one that was with Rhaenyra and not Daemon, because Kristen, the idiot, just revealed it to her because he thought she was talking about him when she was just trying to say to Kristen Cole, "Oh, Rhaenyra's been with there's rumors of Rhaenyra and Daemon getting together," but he didn't let her finish, so he just revealed it to her that it was him, and now she acted as if that was what she was talking about all along, but it wasn't, and then she kind of kept that information to herself. From what we saw this episode, she might have told other people that we haven't seen on screen, but she kept it to herself, and then just stormed in at the celebrations, kind of looking like she had some power. She looked really powerful in this episode. I don't know I don't know how they they've just changed her character so drastically since the first episode, and it's so good. It's good to see the development in Alicent. And I'm worried about what she's going to do, because I was during the celebrations, I was nervous that she was going to say to everyone in the hall that Kristen Cole had slept with Rhaenyra in order for him to be executed right in the middle of the celebrations. That's what I thought was going to happen in the moment. I was worried because I like Kristen. So yeah, what they've been doing with her is she's one of the most interesting characters in the show, definitely, because she has a lot of power. She seems very smart, and she can do a lot of damage to everyone around her if she just uses, with the right, you know, she uses the right tools, the things that she knows, and speaks to the right people. She could have bad impacts on every character around her. Um, but yeah, that's basically all I have to say for this episode. If there's anything I've missed out, please do leave it in the comments. Um, I keep saying every week I'm gonna try and do fuller episode reviews, as in go scene by scene, so it will be longer videos. But the more that I'm not doing it, the more I'm putting it up, like the longer it's gonna take. So I'm probably just gonna do it at the end of the season, maybe for the final episode. But we'll see how it goes. Um, so please give the video some love, share, like, subscribe if you want any more of this content. You don't have to, it's free, but don't worry. Um, I'll be back with the next episode, maybe Monday, Tuesday. Today's Thursday, so I did get it out a bit later, but hopefully earlier in the week next week I'll have it released, and we'll have more people to review the episode with, because this week I couldn't really get a hold of a couple people for the episode, for the first of all to watch the episode, because that's how I do it. We watch it together and we analyze it at the end. So I couldn't get as many people this week, which is fine, but they should be back next week, if not the week after that. Um, but I will start trying to do individual videos and analyzing it myself, because that's obviously a great way to go forward on the channel. And I'm also going to consider doing other TV shows and films. If you want to leave suggestions, you can in the comments. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. And peace.